Hey everybody, it's Leslie with Positively Apex, and today I'm doing something really exciting. First, I'm going to have an interview with one of our newest members, and then I'm going to actually record while I get something done. What is that something? I'm going to just show you around where I am right now. Really cool wall right there. But where I am is Tarott Tattoo, owned by Tarott, our new member. They are located in Cary, right near Apex, right near off Kildare Farm Road in Maynard, and in the same suite as Sleek 360 Wax Studio, one of our other members, and Avery Day Aesthetics, another member. So I'm here all the time. I was just here the other day for a facial. Anyway, I'll be here next week for waxing. Anyway, we're just gonna talk to Tara real quick and learn more about Tarott Tattoos and where the name comes from and how she got started and all that. So, and then we're gonna get into the good stuff. But Tara, so how did you get into tattooing?
So I have a master's in fine arts. I've been doing art my entire life, and I took a break because I had kids, and it really changed kind of my direction. And at the end of January, I was laid off from my corporate job, and I had sort of picked this up as a hobby that I was doing, don't judge, out of my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I had built this.
I've done that before. I remember I lived in New York. I got one of my tattoos sitting on a very unstable office chair in somebody's apartment. Anyway, it happens.
You know what? I literally had the tattoo bed in my bedroom, and I would like clean it based on all the like requirements, but this is definitely an upgrade.
This is legit.
Yeah, I have a permit and everything. It's real.
Yeah.
But
she's good, y'all.
I was having strangers after a certain point make appointments with me to come in my bedroom. My kids thought it was really normal for people to come into your house, get tattooed in your parents' bedroom, the whole thing. So I couldn't find a job. I tried, and everything was like, you need a tattoo, you need a tattoo. And so I found this place, and within a week, this whole area was set up. It was meant to be. So
Awesome. And so she is solo here, and like I showed you, it's a really cute little studio. Where did the name come from?
So my name is Tarott Donahue. Tarott. It was me being clever. Two T's. Tarott. And then I would say
cool. It was meant to be.
Yes, and I would say I'm like the kind of hippie crystal tarot kind of human.
Mm-hmm. So. There's so many things to look at in her studio, so definitely entertainment to distract. But so I have not had a tattoo. I technically have 8 tattoos on my stomach. I will show them to anybody. I don't care, but they're all like faded and stretched out from having a baby. But I had plans for other tattoos. Originally, I wanted more on my stomach, but mommy, belly kind of has ruined that for me. But now we're gonna do one today, and it's gonna be the first in a new series that Tara's gonna do, and I'm really excited about it. So, but before we show you we can kind of go through the process of picking. We've already picked the design, but we're gonna pick the size and everything, and get started. And we're gonna record the process so you can see the finished product. But Tara, so are you from here? Like, what's your story there?
I grew up here for the most part. I was a military brat, so I was born in Italy. And the farthest I moved from home after that, because we moved to North Carolina when I was 2, is I went to JMU for my degree. So I was in Virginia temporarily, and then I moved back once I had kids because family.
Cool, yeah. And what are like things you do besides art? Like, what do you do for fun? Do you do anything for fun?
I mean, I have 3 dogs and 3 kids, so my time is kind of there.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's not like this is my happy life.
Yeah.
I like to escape here sometimes when I don't have appointments and tattoo myself because I really love what I do.
Tell us about the experience of getting a tattoo. So I know you're very into doing custom work, fine line, fine art. That's your talent. So tell us, like, if someone's like, oh, I want a tattoo, but they're starting from scratch. Like, what's the process like? What do they do?
So first they have a consultation with me, and I require a consultation. There's no walk-ins. And basically we sit down and we talk like we're besties, and you kind of just tell me what you're looking for. And it can be as direct, it can be as like coherent as, I want this portrait and this space and this, or it could be just like, I know I like flowers and I kind of want it here, and that's all I have. And so depending on what you give me, I will give feedback, questions, leading questions, and then send you an estimate of what your tattoo will be and ask for a deposit. Once you pay your deposit, I start a custom design. And so what I do is I draw from scratch based on what you ask for. And I think where I'm a little more unique in this is that I send proofs to my customers, and I encourage you to tell me things you like and don't like, because this is your permanent piece, and I want you to love it. I want you to walk in my studio, know exactly what you're getting, and be excited about it.
And just so you know, we had our consultation a few weeks ago, and we discussed, my whole series, but this first one I'm getting. And she knocked it out of the park based on our consultations. She sent me a proof the other day. I was like, good, that's great, good to go. I mean, I'm one of those people, I know what I want, I know what I like, and so I'm just like, I'm not gonna hem and haw and get caught up in the details. I mean, it is permanent on my body, but it's also not permanent in a way, like you can get it covered up or you can get it removed if you really want to. But I'm one of those people, I know people will be like, oh, it's on your body forever. Like, I know that. And this one's gonna be on my upper thigh. And just like what people would tell me in my 20s, like, if I'm, 70 years old and showing my belly, I'm proud of my tattoos. Or if I'm showing my upper thigh, I'm proud of my like, whatever. So anyway, but she knocked it out of the park. So I was like, yep, no changes, good. But she will go back and forth with you and make sure it's exactly what you want, because this is your emblem on your body that you're expressing yourself with. Tattoos are very personal, and they can become addictive.
It's true.
Show us some of your tattoos.
Like on my body?
Yeah. She's a canvas, a walking canvas.
I am. This is a sleeve I've been working on I've done 26 hours into it, and there's probably another 30 to go, but it has like a whole bunch of Greek mythology and different figures.
And she does it to herself.
I do, and there's a lot to do. I actually asked my husband if he would watch the kids tonight so I could work on it tonight.
Oh, wow.
And then we have some like sticker tattoos and kid drawings.
That's awesome. That's one thing I want to do. My daughter loves to draw, and I told her the other day, I said, I want you to draw for a tattoo. Tell us about actually getting a tattoo for people who are like, I'm scared of needles, or I'm scared of pain, or whatever. I mean, not gonna lie, they hurt, but it's not like the worst pain in the world. It's more of an annoying pain, I would think. Like you're swatting a fly away, but you're not gonna swat it away. But So what can people do to get over that, or prepare, or?
Well, I first think that when you haven't had a tattoo and you hear it's needles, you imagine like doctor needles with shots. And those are scary, okay? I agree. But these are like, it's almost like someone's scraping your skin.
Yeah, like almost like someone scraping with like a little like safety pin or something. Yeah.
And the pain goes away as soon as you're done. It's not like you're feeling this residual pain. It kind of feels like a sunburn when it's healing. But it's tolerable. And the other thing is there is numbing agents and creams if you need it. And I also will stop. I'm not just going to be like, nope, keep going.
Yeah.
Like, we're allowed to take breaks. It's your body. It's not going to be like easy, but it's not going to be hard. You've done harder things. I don't know what you've been through, but you've done harder things.
Yeah. Especially if you're a woman. Not that she only services women, but so what is the aftercare like? I know you give a little goodie bag of like stuff, but what is the aftercare? What is like the healing time, that kind of stuff?
So all in all, 4 to 6 weeks for it to be healed. But I put a second skin or Sanoderm, I think that's what it is, on your skin that you can keep on there from 3 to 5 days. So if you have that on, you don't have to do anything. I mean, don't soak in tubs or anything, like water, still water, but like it's waterproof, so you can take a shower and you don't have to put lotion because it's basically healing your skin. It's actually what they put on burns in the medical field.
Wow.
And so after you take that off, it's just a matter of keeping it clean and keeping it so it doesn't get dry.
Cool. Got to keep things moist, y'all.
I try not to say that word. I know it's a triggering word for people.
Sorry, I had to. You know me. I'm just.
Did you see me trying not to say it?
Yeah, I say the thing. I always say the thing. Okay, so I'm super excited about this. I'm gonna we're gonna do some next of the. I wanted one other. I'll edit this. One of the other things I wanted to point out. This is not as far as her like doing custom art and something you really, a concept you really kind of dream up together. Even if you come in here clueless, it's not like I've had the tattoos where you walk into the touristy beachy place and you're like, I want that picture on, you know, all these examples from a book or a wall, and it's just like a standard. You don't want something like that. You don't want something that everybody else could have, right? So you want something that's unique to you, and it's like almost like a fingerprint. It is yours and yours alone. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Okay, so now we're getting ready for the procedure. And the first thing I have to do, I've decided on the design and approved it, and now we gotta decide the size, right? So I'm just gonna show you. This is my little alpaca. Isn't he cute? Oh my God. I'm such a big kid. I always will be. I don't care. I'm almost 50 years old and I will be a big kid till I die. But,
Yeah, I like to have it printed out so you come in and you pick your size.
Yeah. I think I want to go with this one.
This one?
Yeah.
So the cool thing about the custom size is we can also, we'll do a stencil, and if you need to modify it, we can always get it bigger next time or smaller, whatever you need.
Yeah, because it's going to be in a cluster, and I know none of my tattoos are that big, so I got my little guy there.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. I got to name him. Got any suggestions for a name? Let me know. I was thinking Albie, actually.
Albie.
It kind of is a shout out to Albie the alpaca. It's a shout out to an old friend of mine, an old boyfriend of mine, but we were good friends through college. We actually like were briefly engaged and stuff. It's a whole thing, but like this was like 20 years ago, but he was always special to me, and we're not even in touch right now, but I liked his name, Albie.
I hope we send this to Albie.
Yeah, we gotta send this to Albie. I gotta get in touch with Albie. I'll be like, Albie, I got you on my body. No, I'm just kidding. I got a tattoo I named after you, but anyway, just because it makes sense for an alpaca. I like the alliteration, like A for alpaca, so Albie. I think it's Albie. Anyway.
So, everybody, we're about to do the preparation of my skin. It prepares the skin. The lotion on the skin. Everybody see my sexy thigh. Oh, don't tease that girl like that. Might get banned from Facebook. Oh, actually, it's a perfect shot of your thigh. That's funny. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to... Right here. Do you want me to talk through what I'm doing? Yeah. Okay. First thing we're going to do is clean it. Got some rubbing alcohol here. Just take off anything that could cause anything. Very specific words. Yes, I'm doing your whole leg, even though it's a tiny spot in it. Okay. Next, I just want to make sure that when I get these tattoos, this one won't be a problem because we higher up here. I've got these like barnacles, I call them, you know, and I just want to make sure they don't get, they don't come apart with any tattoos. Okay. Do you want to get covered up or just? No, I might get the dermatologist to remove them or something at some point, but just take my barnacles. I'm sure y'all can relate, like older people, when you get barnacles all over your skin. They're called something, serraceous keratosis or something. I don't know. My dermatologist told me about them. I've got like, I counted them. I've got like 12 or something on my body. And they can remove them. They probably come back though. Like, they're just annoying. You know, you can't really scratch them off or anything. There's like little, they're just little, like on a boat, there's barnacles on me. It's okay. It's showing life experience. I've been through stuff, y'all. I've been through stuff. Okay. So where around my luckily I'm not very hairy. Like where this little freckle is would be where like the alpaca will be. Right about here, right? We're going to okay. I should write a whole like poem about him. I really hope you tell him. Because the problem is like he doesn't get on Facebook. We haven't talked in years. He doesn't get on Facebook or anything. He's on, I think he has an account technically. We're friends, but I don't know if you can message him. If he can get it. I don't know if he has the same phone number as he did years ago, but can I try? Like I'd love to reconnect. We were like good friends. All of you convince her to reach out to Albie to show Albie the alpaca. Yeah. He was in Utah, I think. So or California. What you need to do? Can you tuck your skirt into? Yep. And then relax your leg. You want it to look normal when you're not posed. Okay. Yeah. But I like the pose and show how. Well, then when it's down a little bit. Yeah. Okay, relax. Relax. Shoot your legs out. Usually, yeah. Okay. There we go. Albie needs to find his natural home. Habitat here. Alright, Albie. Let's see how you did. I just had an idea. No, that's fine. Oh, okay. I was like, oh no, Albie needs some grass. Oh my gosh, we could do some strands of grass. Just little blades of grass, like around his feet or something, like where he can eat. Go ahead and turn, look in the mirror, see your Albie. She said, I love you, Albie. Here's my new friend, my new mascot. Do you like him? Yes. Any movement? Good with the placement? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Alright, I love him. I think we can do this. Yeah. One day I might have to get, as my business grows, I might have to I have plenty of time. You can see where I currently just mark you with my hand. Oh, I have to wait. I didn't actually mark you. How, or like, how would you talk about it? Okay. What would you say are the hardest parts to a tattoo on for you versus pain versus? Like harder for me to like, well, like for me drawing on them? Anything that requires them to breathe. So anything like on the chest or something, because I have to accommodate for their movements that can't be helped. Oh yeah. And then anything where I know it's gonna really hurt. And that means like feet. Again, it's all about being able to move fast enough if someone else moves. But you don't think you can find numbing or something? Yes. I don't actually care. I have one numbing thing, but for the most part I don't carry it. I have had people numb themselves before coming in, and if they want to do that, that's fine. I've heard of tattoo artists like being mean about that. I don't care. Do what you need to do. I'm just here to draw. Yeah. Like, that's like saying you need to get a procedure without, you know, medicine. Right. I remember my first tattoo from 18 and I was tattooed, and my mom was a graphic artist, so she like provided the support for me. She was like, well, if you're gonna get a tattoo, I'll make sure it's, you know, quality art or whatever. And it was like a loss. And I remember going to the garage and you, and I was like, something, he said something really funny that pissed me off, and I was like in tears. And so I just sat there pissed off, but you know what? Being pissed off and not feeling it. Oh my gosh. And I just remember it not being painful that first one, which is great because then you can get enough and feel future ones. But that wasn't bad either. I didn't know if it's something tattooed, so I'll take your word for it. I think it was similar sort of pain level to this. It'd probably be, is it more painful on muscle versus fat? Muscle, there's a lot of components. So first of all, everybody has different pain. Like your nerves are in different spots. Per person, some are farther out, some are closer together, so some feel everything and some feel nothing. But typically, if it's on a bone or thinner skin, and I say thinner skin like your wrist, your inner part of your elbow there, that kind of stuff, that'll hurt more. What about the back of the shoulder? Oh, the back of the neck. I don't have any neck tattoos, but I hear it's not good. I did one on someone's throat. Yeah, it looks great, and the dude was in pain by the end. But I took the back of his head too. Yeah, some people can handle things, but I think there's also the mindset of it's gonna hurt for a second, and then it's gonna be done, and then you get peace. And you can't just give me a break. You can just fall off the needle, and it'll hurt. Like as soon as I move the needle, yeah. But sometimes it's okay to like, I think the last time you got a tattoo, they didn't even have 10 machines here. Yeah. So that's different too. It's a lot less, I don't think they have whatever, one nail, whatever you're talking about putting on, like, you put it on the forearm and put it up, basically. No, the tattoo, has changed a lot. It's piercing. Definitely. That's something you're not really into, right? No. That's a whole thing, and I don't think it complements the artistry part of my journey. Well, different type of deal, and you have a whole different, I guess I get it in a business way, you could add that in a bigger tattoo shop or something, but it's really not like the same, it's not like you use a needle for this and use a needle for that, well, then you just put the acupuncture too. Like, right. It's totally different. Totally, yeah. So no, I don't intend to do anything else. I would be interested to learn more about like, medical tattoos, like, doing things like areolas or maybe permanent makeup, but I think more of like, I was seeing this guy on Instagram yesterday who tattooed fake fingernails on somebody because they were missing like those, and they were so good, you wouldn't have known. I could see you really getting into like areola thing and helping women with the whole cancer and stuff. I would love that, and I bet you could really partner with organizations and stuff, and the plastic surgeons that do reconstruction. Not to throw out another business, and you could take this out if you need to, but there's a tattoo shop in Raleigh. We really support them. They're incredible, and all of the things they do to help the community is beautiful, but they're called Invictus. Yeah, I've seen them. And they always do. They have it on their menu. That areolas are always free. Oh, and that reminds me. I think we actually tried to contact. So last year I was working with an organization locally, helping them marketing college. She had worked there on it, and they're like vaccine testing, like prevention, great organic food and skin education. And we were looking for sponsorships for like our day fundraising stuff, and we kind of looked into, I think maybe them or another couple places that we found, because they're like working attracting because we're they're behind it. So like a number or code or something. And so yeah, once they're rescued and save that life, they want to get that on, right? So either get covered up or removed, and like that's the whole thing. And of course, like, you know, that's like a charity thing because nobody wants to Maybe. You discussed it when you were sober. and that's the safe part of it. It's just, I'm just happy to be nominated. It's also inspired me lately. I've had a lot of opportunities in the last few months, particularly, like, I didn't act for years. I've had early years auditioned for a couple things, like, that I was like, oh, I would love to be in the play. And I didn't get it, because again, they probably already had a cast or whatever. It's just they have the whole auditions to, like, whatever rule. And, anyway, so, suddenly this year, I got a job, kind of as a standardized patient actor. It pays pretty well, so I'll pay actor now. And I get to act with, like, a patient or a doctor or whatever, like, weeks at a time here and there for the American Board of Anesthesiology, so, like, give doctors their exams, which is, like, half improv, half, like, scripted. It's, like, cool. Like, my part's scripted, but the doctors that come in and take their exams are, like, a lot of their actual exams, like, this clinical exam. And it's really cool. I found I was really good at it. People do it over and over and over for all these doctors that fly across the country to take their tests. It's exhausting, but it's fun, and it pays pretty well. And then also, I was in a play. I wasn't in a play 2 years ago, so I didn't have audition. They couldn't find anyone to play this role. It was a small role, and a friend of mine thought of me, and knew I had a background in theater and stuff, and suggested me, so they cast me, and then they did the play again this year with the same original cast. It was the original play for Juneteenth. And so I was in it, June, and he played it, and this time I got paid a little bit. And so anyway, and now I'm about to get into this other one. And so I'm excited at almost 50 to revive that part of me, because it brings me so much joy. But also, with my business expanding and kind of coming up with all these, like, subdivisions of my business and offshoot projects and stuff, I think what I'm going to do is create what I'm going to call Positively Productions. And help people, like, the Juneteenth play, I talked to them about possibly bringing it from Keyway to Apex next year, and I could co-sponsor it and get it produced. And then there's another play, like, a history play at Apex I did with 150 University a couple years ago, and I know the playwright and historian and whatever, and he really wants to have it done again, and it was like a thing with the town 2 years ago, and I'm like, I could help do that. And so I'm just casting it. And then, there's other plays I'd really like to do, that I've always wanted to do, and I did a talent show last year, and so I'm like, I want to do that again, Stevie asked me to do it, all be under, like, my little Positively Productions arm, so. You never stop. I mean, you never in a great way. Yes, I do never stop. Like, I'm also starting at Positively Spooky. We're going to do, like, historical ghost tour in Apex. Fun. And I just had all these ideas, and I'm like, I feel like I've done a really good job. I did a good job picking the name of my business so that I could offshoot these things. And it's all part of the same brand. It's just a lot. I'm going to start hiring people and whatever. But the new jobs that I'm bringing, I'm putting into place a system and processes and duplication efforts and stuff, so I can start spreading that, and I won't have to do everything. Basically, the way those are going to work is I'll do the Apex, and possibly Apex will always be my standalone baby, and then hire someone to do guides and duplicate it in other towns. And the first edition, I will basically train them and be like helping them with it. But then the second one, they basically franchise and just pay me a fee to do it. Wow. And just do them city by city until they take the world. Yeah. Very so inspiring. I love that. But my like brains are, I'm like still circling over the possibility of like partnering and help a bunch of women. It gives me the feels. It's funny that you talked about like getting paid dues. I've had just once, I had a lot on my hands from this one dude who randomly found me, and like one of the things he said to me, or he kept saying on my pictures, was like, you should have done an apprenticeship, and just called me pathetic and all sorts of things. But what I heard was like, it's not fair you're doing this because you didn't do the other route that I did. Right. You're like, what am I clients doing does that? The people tell you like, you can't, there's not getting many appointments. Maybe I am, like, but I will say I have a really big return rate. If you've gotten tattooed to me once, also like for you, the proof is in the pudding. Like people like their tattoos, it's not even a problem, whatever. But there you go. Yeah, like literally a walking billboard. And the proof is like, where's your tattoo? I'm like, you know, I'll be flashing my phone at everybody. Good, because this guy is looking so cute. I don't know why I thought you were reaching for your phone. I'm like, oh, did you want to take a picture? No, your phone's right there. Are you looking cute? Looking like a cartoon? Are you wanted? Glancing through the grass, chewing on the blade, spitting out the past. I love it. I sing, but not well. But I always sing, because I think it's important if you feel it. Yeah, you do it, my friend. The secret of fabulous Alfredo. He's absolutely fabulous. Those sunglasses that he's gonna have, I'll get to see him with his little snap. I'm like, girl, take my role. My middle son is, well, they're all very unique. But one of the things he does is he loves, he's got these glasses from the thrift store. He looks like a little Elton John, and it reminds me of the Yes, okay, so sorry. It's okay, just wondering. speed version on YouTube. Do you think somebody will want to listen to it? I would say on my carpal tunnel, people don't have a teaser version. So it's like a full interview, the full song, everything, but most people don't have that sync scan. But if you're interested, yeah, that's cool. It's there. Makes sense to me. You're so cute. You look great in alpaca. You doing okay? Yeah. Straight? I love that you have so much different stuff to look at. Where is it? I think that's my ADHD. Personified it. Now, are you going to keep that blank or are you going to put something in there? I like it blank. Yeah, it's like a really good. I tend to do a lot of photos of afterwards where it's framed in there. Oh, cool. Yeah. Did you ever watch Friends? Yes. Do you remember the episode where Phoebe got that weird, she made that weird thing? Oh my god, yes. Sure, what was like funny? Yes. And then, yeah, I love that. Like, I found that episode, oh my god, it's horrifying. But yes. I might come show up one day, with like random shit because I have so much stuff on the side. As long as you're not offended if I don't keep some. Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, that's fun. I love. No, I do like here, what do you want? Yeah. As long, I've had 2 things gifted so far, and I put them up. So, it's really fun. I like that it's becoming like just like the artwork of collaboration. Yeah. I'm big into energy, and I just feel like it all just makes the space feel. I don't know, what kind of vibe do you get here? Put you on the spot. Just comfortable, eclectic, welcoming. Perfect. Yeah. Cute. I mean, this is unique. There's a lot of us already. Yeah. I want to leave you with an experience. But you will go, I don't remember who did the log. Yeah. The alpaca. So yeah, sorry, I keep doing that. I don't remember who did the alpaca on my thigh. But here's the life cycle. Especially, it's a very saturated market at the moment with tattoo artists. Which is fine, but you know, I would love to figure out how to make myself more distinguished from the crowd. Because I am the breadwinner. I definitely hope it doesn't touch a shield. I think you should meet with Nikki, the director of operations, and maybe the director, and just say, hey, I love this idea. I don't know how often, like, I don't know how often I hear someone mean that, so to speak, but it was thought of my vision starting a program where they're like, make it a thing that they find sponsors, so then that helps the organization better as well. And it can be completely anonymous, like, I don't post anything, they don't have to, and they just get to come here. And then, like, one of the problems they have problems, or hurdles they have a lot, is they're more about prevention and education and empowerment and advocacy, and a lot of grants and stuff require you to do some sort of work with survivors. So this could be so that void in a different way too. You're not providing housing, you're not, we can of course point them in direction, but they can point them in directions, but like, this would be something hands-on that they could help provide or what leads you, Yeah. They should totally pay for it. They give me like a sum and then all their people for the year. Yeah. So like, they can have it be it's not a very low budget nonprofit, but they could make that, some people that might really speak to some sponsor donors. To be like, you are sponsoring a business or whatever, you are sponsoring this. To provide, just like there's a kitty for it, and when it needs, it's there, and you be a business partner. Oh, I love that. Yes, let's definitely do that. I'll talk to you about it. Yeah, I can't talk about ideas. My brain does not talk. I love it. Things like that too, because like the stories I hear, like I just my purpose in life is just to like help somebody, even if it's like a piece of artwork that they feel okay in their body. Okay. I feel like though the aerial of energy that's very publicized. Yeah, lots of people do it, and I'm sure there's probably more than I realize through the trafficking thing, but I don't know, because I'm here looking for it, I can only find a good amount of money. So yeah, and I don't know, that feels very and hopefully it's not so like many days overwhelming like this whole business. It's probably not often, especially in the beginning. That's the word, but also it's kind of thing where if there's not a ton of people that do that, especially pro bono or with a program like that, they would come from kind of all over the region to get it done. I love that so much. So I bet that, because I remember when I was in charge of applying for grants for them, and yeah, I was contacted with them, and a lot of times they can't just be your general operating system, it has to be for a new program or something, so this is the only program, and they got a grant for it, we pigeonholed it for that. Or I don't know, but I love it so much. So nice to have you. Oh, that's beautiful. It reminds me a little bit, so like, not obviously, I'm 49 point something percent Ashkenazi Jew, and it reminds me of like the branding of the Holocaust and stuff, so like, yeah, being able to help somebody remove that. Right. Yeah. I can't do tattoo removal, but I can definitely like work with them and make custom pieces behind it, and I feel, right. Oh, you're giving me all the feels. Your mind is cool. That's how my mind always is too. Like I'm constantly, oh yeah, so I was working on all my marketing stuff, and then like, I put myself as a business on Nextdoor, I put myself as a business on TripAdvisor, and like all these different avenues, like, it's crazy. But I assume that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know, you're more of the marketing professional. Yeah, I mean, you're directly, that you can do with it online, it's like your SEO. And Italian, SEO, okay. People say the shading is the worst part, which is what we're doing now. Technically we're color packing, but how does it feel for you? Not bad, the lines are worse? Yeah. I mean, this is no worse than my dog after my cat accidentally swallowed me, when they pop up on me, or jump off my lap or something, which happens daily, so. I have so many, like, scratches and scars and stuff from that. Oh my gosh. This is a cool view. She might super good, but I mean, not trying to just try anything, because it's all very expensive one, probably. There's a prime day deal. And I'm just like, oh, I'm not doing that. I found it. No, it's just not me. I'm like, I love thrifting and finding great deals. And so like everything I have is like something to that level. So like, $20 at at Dorcas. It's really nice wine. Thrifted at, would you be interested? Yes, I'm not a 4-year-old. I found it thrifting in Virginia. I had to buy it, but I'm not running. But would you be interested in? It's kind of big, so I'm not really need to put it somewhere else besides this wall. But it's a like a standard poster that frames. It's a change frame, but it's a bunch of neopets. And it says the more the merrier. Maybe it's definitely my literature. Yeah, after we're done, you remind me because I bought it. And I was like, I have to have this. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but it was amazing. Yes. I do love that kind of newer. I mean, I have one at E, but that one's boring. It's boring in that like it's not like one that's you've never heard before. It's so cute. I like that. That's nice. I like that. Animals in general. I have a canvas that's probably too big for your house, but I really want to give you. I was thinking about it. It's pack ahead. It'll painted and she has glasses on. Oh, it's like, yeah, I think the llama. The one I have is a llama, and she's similar, probably. And yeah, I forget what you call bubbles. And I don't have that one. No bubbles, just being a cool. I'm gonna keep doing that. It can be hard to tell the difference, but it's another different like version of something. How do you tell the difference between a llama and a llama? Well, I know how it's smaller in general. When you say like looking at the head, usually an alpaca is fluffier. They've got like more like a poof on top than a llama usually. The llama, I think, has poof. It's not as like curly or something. It's like more like bangs. I don't know. It can be hard. I think llamas have more of an elongated like snout than an alpaca usually has. But some of them can be hard to tell. I mean, I like them both as far as like things and art and both of them. I had a dream that I was in the yarn store and I started collecting sheep and anything that would make yarn. And of course, sheep has common sort of figurines and stuff like that. But that's what I decorated my daughter's room in when she was a baby. And it's still like that. Of course, she's not. She's still wants to change it. I'm like, no, you must enjoy. And so I had to pick out just my favorite one and keep those or the other chunks of it. I want me to have bins and bins of like sheep figurines. Waiting for one day when I'm retired and maybe have a yarn store. I couldn't imagine you being retired. Just not because, just the idea of just stopping. Well, I'm not retired, but like, this is my next thing I'm going to do is open a yarn store, gift shop kind of thing. And I'm retired and, bored. But we'll see. I guess it depends on the world of knitting by then. I feel like knitting is, I feel like it's being picked up again by a younger generation. Especially crochet. I feel like crochet is like wow right now. It's a little easier and you can be more manipulative with it as far as shaping. And so a lot of kids are doing it. Like I have my annual kid probably craft fair in November and every year it's more and more people crocheting with bulky yarn. Yes, and soft female type yarn. They're always so cute though. I love them. I could make them. I don't have time, so I usually buy them because I'm like, they're so cute. I don't know if the kids don't have price them. Probably they're really cheap. I'm like, oh, maybe I can buy them. But that sounds amazing. I like the crochet plants. I would do like a whole like wall of them. And I'm obsessed with those little collards and potatoes that we have. I have a whole collection. So last year, there's this like women's empowerment one day conference thing I go to every year. There's a successful business women group on Facebook, which you should be in if you're not. Okay, I'm a fan. It's called Successful Business Women. It's just like it started as like an online networking group, but it's a great way to have some in-person events. But I made some friends and they had a couple. They had this one thing. Oh, it's called Inspired on Saturday. And it's like includes lunch and it's motivating talks and blah blah blah. I looked at that event, so I must do it. Okay. Because I'm going this year again, but last year, you know, I always do these amazing slime boxes, like favorite boxes, and I ordered from Team Boots on and make them, like 100 assorted of this covered in vegetable things. And that was the biggest stuff. And I ordered that with my business card, some stickers, and that, and it's, you know, it's perfect for my brain, it's something different, and everyone's favorite thing. Because it's like, I love that. And so many people share it in their car, like, and so I was like, something people would love, and that would use, or just, you know, would throw away, and I probably spent $200 in total on 100 of them on Team Boots big bundles. But it does work, yeah. So I was kind of like, it would take me months to make all those. But, oh yeah, no way. So like for, when I was in the same seat place, so my character, I was the villain, I was the plantation owner. My character was Miss Daisy. And, you know, every time I saw Daisy being my little clock, which was me, I would go, if I knew that I was not like my character, yeah. But like, the deadline of the show, I had overnighted, because of course I didn't have time to make stuff on 2 days before the show. I overnighted little crochet daisies from Amazon, and I got one time and said, Happy Juneteenth, Club, Miss Daisy. I was like, and everybody loved them. They were just little crochet daisies. That's super sweet, I like that a lot. Shade Love and Tarott. That is an interesting color. Well, anything that's lighter than the color black, you won't see right away. So it's gonna look like one thing when it's not. I love the glass. You're big, sweet. Yeah, see, it's hard because there's a lot of barter stuff, barter she was off on the place, or she's not actually. And so it's hard to just start paying for one. So I reached out to her about working together, but she hasn't responded. So I love to work with the whole suite. But she was also, oh, by the way, on today, now that you're talking to me, I'm just gonna like create a thing, just getting the point I need to publicize it and keep it in Twitter private. But yeah, I'm just gonna create a flyer and event and how to say it. We're probably all just like, not very, I don't know, yeah, decisive humans. Well, I know you said you provide like free consultations, I think Rachel said she would provide well-made classes, well-made type statements, and so I assume that Avery would provide like, maybe, but I don't want y'all to be working the whole time either, you don't be socializing and stuff, so we'll see. But, well, I was thinking that they would be, well, I was definitely thinking on-site consultations, but I didn't think they would be free, but they can be free if that's, I think the idea is like you'll have to make the appointment and all that stuff. Yeah. But, well, I think it should just be open networking where people can chat with you, like, oh, I want to get a tattoo, this is kind of why I'm the director, and that's when you book them for the consultation. So that it's not just going to be people here telling you about, you know, it's not going to be private, so to speak, you know, so, right, you don't want to miss the 10 people that come by when you're in here with one person. Totally. And you want to give them dedicated time, not like 5 minutes. So I would say you just book consultations. Yeah. Right here. That makes sense. But people are, it's open house, so people can talk to you all about each other's business and everything. I think it's, because I had an event one time, and I think I'm sure that she did a little 10-minute treatment, but she didn't like socialize a whole lot, so it was 10 minutes. whatever. That's helpful. You know, like, that's just low key. It's just a little celebration slash. And then each of you would have a few minutes where you could just, we have like a quote presentation on it. Like, okay, that has to do, like, we're going to talk for 4 minutes. That's what we do. Glad to know that you were way good at this. I think having some sort of offer would be good. Where if I can finish with him to go ahead and like do something like, take action on like with an appointment, with a consultation, with a whatever you get. It's an offer. Yeah, I mean I can do like if you do a consultation, if you book a consultation tonight, I can, you know, do a 15% off tax when you come in. Which is roughly 100 instead of 120. It's the standard people are all just yeah. You're so funny. Not done, but just some blocks and take a look. It's the whole thing. Oh my gosh, there's a series called I Am Llama. It's a kids series and we love it. And always says I am Llama. Hi, I am Llama. All he says, and then he has a friend named Alpaca, and it's just I am Alpaca. But there's a book that's called Llama Creates the Apocalypse. And it's all about like the apocalypse of alpacas. It's just really good. You definitely need to see that. He's cute. We're close, but we're not done just yet. Are you ready on some phone too? He's sweet, baby. That's all we got, thank you. How long did I say this tattoo would be? Almost an hour or something? I think it's pretty good. So 57 minutes already. Oh! I know. Crazy. Right now, how many pounds at the time? I mean, technically that's like how long I've been actively tattooing. Yeah, right, all other stuff. And I don't know if other tattoo artists charge for that or what, but I wouldn't know. I don't have an apprenticeship. Well, other tattoos aren't getting the tattoo artists aren't getting interviews and shit. Yeah, it's true. There's a tattoo shop that opened like a month after me in Cary. That's phenomenal. Like, but it's a seasoned couple that she's been tattooing for like a decade and like goes on all the conventions around the world. So like they're booked non-stop and it's hard not to compare. But also it's not just her. So like someone else is probably doing the marketing. Yeah. And then if she's been tattooing that long, you'd think there'd be a following. I don't know why you think she's following you, but I have to get back on the video. And get a new one. Which is fine. I think the work is great and she absolutely deserves all of it. But also, what is that? Should we also do what she's doing? Yeah. Traveling for hours when I was younger, and now I'm like, I don't want to go more than like 15 minutes seems like a lot. That's what I don't mind driving and stuff, because I live out in bigger countries, I'm used to driving. But I'm always the one that got on road trips instead of like I have to take my daughter out somewhere and get bus, and so I have to drive, which is online. Right, that's not what I does. But I put a lot of miles on my car, it's a new car. I see that, speaking of, I had to see how quick the leak or whatever going on is. When I have your car to work me, such things, I was like, oh, and I didn't want the bus or something, but it should be under warranty, because I just got my car together. Oh, yeah, so. The amount of times in the last decade that I've had nails or whatever in tires or a rock in my windshield or something, all this construction crap, you know, it's like, I'm trying to decide if I would have her be a part of the series or if I would just do something separate somewhere else on my shoulder or something. I mean, I personally would want it separate just because I wouldn't want it to be forced. But, yeah, doesn't mean that that's right for you. Right. That's all I'm doing. Welcome inside. That's where you live and you're doing it. I think we're done, but this is where I use my green soap, clean them off, and just like look a little closer to make sure there's nothing else I want to mess with. Do you like him? The color here will calm down a little bit, but your body's angry at me. Yeah, angry at you. But he's there, he's a cutie. Oh my gosh. I like the grass, I'm glad you asked for that. Yeah, and I have a little color, I love green. Green's mine! Looks cute, but like berries. Yeah. I think we're good. You want to stand up, look at yourself? Alright, you want to talk about it?
Okay. So this is second skin. You can keep it on for days. It'll help your tattoo heal underneath. If it comes off, like even in an hour, not a big deal. Just wash and keep it clean and moist.
Okay.
But you'll find like that's a game changer right there.
Awesome.
Okay. Got you.
Hello, goodie bag. So what's in my goodie bag?
Let's see. We have some aftercare. Hold on a second. Let me grab both of these. There is a lotion and an ointment. If you take your second skin off before 3 days, you'll start to use this.
Okay.
If you do it after, you just need a lotion.
Okay.
But if you have, you know, Aveeno, CeraVe, any of those also count. But I want to make sure you have something just in case. Business card.
Nice.
Sticker.
Nice.
This is my rewards. You complete your lunar phase and you get 10% off.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's cool.
It was fun to design. There's a pen.
Nice.
And then 2 lollipops.
Yay! I love it.